I look back and I'm so grateful, that I hate to say I'm grateful that I'm the age that I am, because we all wish that we were younger in some respects. But when I was in my 20s and early 30s, I'm not going to lie. If I was out with a couple of my friends and somebody had, an 8 ball or had a gram, and it was like, take a lime before we go out drinking, I'm in. I'd do that. It was fun. I didn't have any problem with that. It was the, whoa, let's go have a great time. And it's one of the things I'm grateful for, because I realized after a short period of time, I don't like this stuff. I like that momentary buzz that I got. It was fun. There's no denying it. It was a great feeling of euphoria and energy, until it wasn't a couple hours later. And then you feel like crap. And the next day you feel worse. It's like, okay, I get it, but I don't want to keep getting it, And for me, cocaine was an experiment, but I never got into it, and in a serious way, mostly because I couldn't afford it, but partly because I realized early on that, you get a momentary rush out of it, but you get a much longer period of feeling like crap. Yeah. And I never like feeling like crap. I always like feeling good.
This is the Knockin' Doorz Down podcast, featuring celebrities, experts, and everyday people who have overcome adversities, including addiction, mental health, and trauma, to live purposeful lives. And that's what Knockin' Doorz Down is all about.
This podcast contains the views and opinions of the Knockin' Doorz Down hosts and their guests to the show. The content here should not be taken as medical advice. The content here is for informational purposes only. And because each person is sharing their unique perspective, please consult your healthcare professional for any medical questions. Views and opinions expressed in the podcast and website are our own and do not represent that of our places of work. While we make every effort to ensure that the information we are sharing is accurate, we welcome any comments, suggestions, or correction of errors. Privacy is of the utmost importance to us. For those wishing anonymity, people, places, and scenarios mentioned in the podcast have been changed to protect confidentiality at the request of certain guests. This website or podcast should not be used in any legal capacity whatsoever, including but not limited to establishing standard of care in a legal sense or as a basis for expert witness testimony. No guarantee is given regarding the accuracy of any statements or opinions made on the podcast or website. In no way does listening, reading, emailing, or interacting on social media with our content establish a doctor-patient relationship. If you find any errors in any of the content of this podcast or blogs, please send a message through the contact page. This podcast is owned by KDD Media Company.